This spring season, Cowley Abbott is delighted to offer several important paintings by celebrated artist David Milne, which will be offered at auction on May 30th in Toronto. In this compelling canvas, The Black Chimney, the artist describes the main architectural element in a view from the upper floor of the Milne's home in Palgrave, Ontario, a village of about 100 at this time. He and Patsy Milne moved back to Canada from the USA in 1929, lived briefly in Toronto, and arrived in Palgrave the spring of 1930. Milne frequently painted prospects of this town and neighboring countryside from this vantage. As the late David Silcox has pointed out, one reason for this choice is that strong anchoring motifs, such as this chimney, provide visual interest through contrast with a relatively calm sky. The longer we look, the more apparent it becomes that the black chimney is articulated throughout, using black, white, and just a few colored accents. David Milne was a master with black pigment and used it often in his compositions. In artworks by Milne, maximal vision is achieved with minimal means. This large-scale work comes to auction with Cowley Abbott from an important private collection. A major canvas dating to 1914-1915 is titled Bare Trees and Snow, New York, and comes to auction from the collection of the Winnipeg Art Gallery. David Milne is challenged here to make a predominantly blue winter scene warm and alive. He presents a certain saturated lusciousness in the way the apparently wet snow molds itself to the bare branches, the ground, and the roofs of the adjacent houses. Though it is an early work in his life as an artist, Bare Trees and Snow demonstrates the cosmopolitan sophistication of handling and conception widely recognized by Milne's peers in the United States at this time. By 1910, Milne was exhibiting regularly and was reviewed approvingly in the New York press. Here he would learn the modernist tendencies of both American and European Impressionism, Post-Impressionism, and Fauvism. In this captivating landscape, Milne shows the confidence that came from his extensive recognition in what was becoming the new center of modern art. An intricate and ambitious still life, Early Morning was painted by David Milne in 1928. Domestic belongings are displayed on a dark reflective surface. A lamp, vase, and two containers stand in a line across the front. In the shallow background are two more items, a plate and a book. The mirroring of the four elements in the front is achieved with great simplicity, yet is remarkably true for the eye. Milne was creating similar mirror effects in landscapes of local lakes in the Moose Lake and Lake Placid area, where he lived in the late 1920s. In the still life, a book is opened to an illustration of Flemish master Peter Paul Rubens' famous portrait of Susanna London, dating to the early 1600s. The artist's allusion to Rubens underlines the casual self-awareness and self-confidence of Early Morning. It is a depiction of Milne's formal and historical priorities and of his aspiration to paint meaningfully in the long European tradition. Cowley Abbott has witnessed excellent results at auction for paintings by David Milne. In recent seasons, masterworks by the artist such as Young Cedars, 1919, The Black Couch, 1914, and Outlet of the Pond, Late Afternoon, 1926, have surpassed auction estimates, at times more than tripling the estimate. We are delighted to offer this season's collection of masterworks by Milne and look forward to sharing them with collectors during auction previews this May.